Thoughts on Protestant Reconquista? Well, let me explain. So the Protestant Reconquista movement is a movement of mostly 16 to 35-year-old young people, mostly men, who believe in this very old style of the church, who are very conservative, who want to bring the church back to the past, in the past ways that have not worked for generations and years, of fomenting fear, hatred, and bigotry. And while I do not think that these people are bad people, I just think that their theology and their interpretation is incredibly unhealthy for their spiritual growth and for their religious growth and for the spiritual growth and religious growth of the Protestant church. And they want to foment fear, hatred, and bigotry by putting people down instead of lifting people up and freeing people and being a people of liberation, which the church is called to do. I suggest they want to continue this old colonialist attitude and posture that has not worked for years in the church, and that has led the church to do some really horrific things in its past. And instead, I suggest that we need to not be like the Protestant Reconquista movement. We need to be reformed and always reforming on the theological interpretations of what we see is going on in this world. And we, as the church, should be reforming the way we view things, because that's our Protestant canon and Protestant tenet, that we are reformed and always reforming. And we should be reforming the church to make it more affirming of all people, regardless of who you are. That we need to be more broad-minded to people's personal needs. That we need to be more caring of them. We need to be effective examples of God's radical grace, mercy, and love that is extended to all by virtue of their birth. And that's why I am very upset and very concerned about this Protestant Reconquista movement, because they want to bring us back to the past, back to this old mentality that does not work. They want to continue to have the church foment fear, hatred, and bigotry, instead of being people of affirmation, of broad-mindedness, and of caring. And we should be effective examples of God's affirming love, God's broad-minded grace, and God's radical love and care that is extended to us all by virtue of our existence in this world. So that's why I am calling on us to not be like the Protestant Reconquista movement and continue to be reformed and always reforming. Peace and blessings, y'all.